Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
We just have to live with Doc Rivers' style of coaching the same way we have to live with James Harden's style of living. It is what it is. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, those are, the two reasons that I really think is that the Sixers can have an advantage against the Boston Celtics, and they can battle it out, and they can take this damn series in 7 games. I honestly think that. Obviously, Joel Embiid's health is number 1. James Harden's health is number 2. He has not had that explosiveness that he had in the beginning of the season since he sat down with that sore Achilles. So we'll see what he looks like. And you need Tobias Harris to continue what he's been doing. Tobias Harris against the Brooklyn Nets was great. I'm not going to write a Tobias Harris apology for him. Where's that tweet at? There it is. I need to see it against the Boston Celtics. But shout out to NBA University. Most efficient players in the half court in round 1. Number 1, Tobias Harris. 1.21 to 14 possessions per game. 1.21 points per possession in the half court. Tobias Harris led the NBA in the first round of the playoffs. That's great news. I need him to continue to do that. I need him to do that against the Boston Celtics. If Tobias Harris might be the X factor. Somebody I think said that yesterday. Tobias Harris is the actual X factor. Obviously, if Joel's healthy. Obviously, if you get 20 and 10 from James Harden and he's the facilitator that we need him to be and he knocks down 3-point shots to continue to spread the floor. I don't know what you're going to get from Tyrese Maxey. He hasn't been great against the Boston Celtics this season. There's times where Tyrese looks very confident. There's times where he shoots poorly in the first quarter and it affects his confidence throughout the game and he doesn't seem like he has that killer instinct that you need him to have. But if Tobias Harris continues to do this, if Tobias Harris does this against the Boston Celtics, he might just be the X factor of this series. Because that, as a fourth option, is a big-time difference maker. And 1.21 points per possession against the Brooklyn Nets. I think the Brooklyn Nets are better defensively than the Boston Celtics. This could very well, though, only be a number because of the strategy the Brooklyn Nets were running against the Sixers, which was, we don't care about anybody but Joel. We're going to double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple Joel Embiid every time the ball crosses half court, and we're going to let everybody else shoot wide open shots. And Tobias Harris took advantage of that. We will have to see if the Boston Celtics have a strategy that makes a little bit more sense than what Jacques Vaughn did in that first round. Because once you saw game 1 and game 2, you would have thought maybe he would switch it up a little bit, but he's like, nah, we're just going to do the same thing and we're going to do it better. And they did the same thing and it killed him, and they did the same thing and it killed him again. They even lost without Joel Embiid on the floor. But, maybe this number is what it is because of the strategy the Brooklyn Nets were running. But I need Tobias Harris to do this against the Boston Celtics. I think that would be a big-time X factor. Speaking of James Harden, here's a video from a couple days ago, or yesterday. This is a video from yesterday, 1 p.m. yesterday. And people are saying he looks faster, and he got faster in a week. And just tell me what you think, man.
YouTube is the new home of NFL Sunday Ticket.
Just you tell me what you think. Does James Harden look faster spunkier, quicker in this video. Who was guarding him right there? D'Anthony Melton? D-Lev said no. So are my eyes just deceiving me what this looks like against an NBA defense in a playoff game versus what it looks like against D'Anthony Melton in practice? Looks pretty quick. Maybe the rest helped. And he shoots a mid-range shot. And he shoots a mid-range shot. So this is what they were working on in practice? Did they actually watch some film of the Brooklyn Nets series and say, James, we need you to shoot more mid-ranges? You haven't been getting to the rim, and when you have been getting to the rim, you've been struggling to finish layups. Maybe let's get back on that mid-range jumper. And this is what they were practicing? I think that's what James needs to do, not just in this series, not just moving forward, but to extend his career, honestly. I think he needs to start shooting that mid-range jumper more. You know what I mean? I really think that.